Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, in today's video, we're going to be working on this thing. What we have here is a piece of rhodonite, beautiful pink. The black that you see on the outside is a magnesium dioxide, and this is not my rock. This is my buddy's rock. But I'm going to be doing some cutting, some polishing, and, well, send them back some, and I get to keep a little bit for myself. Thanks, Matt. You can see, well, the beautiful raw pinkness to it. We have a portion here that he cut. Looks like he probably went like that and cut it on a tile saw. So we have some weird shapes going on here, but we'll have to start by clamping this up in the slab saw, and then we'll take a couple of cuts, a couple of slabs, and see what this looks like on the inside. I'm personally hoping for that, like, you can almost get this like dendritic blooming of the magnesium dioxide in the pink rhodonite. You can kind of see some spots here where maybe we have some of that. So let's get this thing chucked up in the saw, and we'll get cutting. So after a fair amount of fiddling around, you can see we got this chucked up in the saw. There's a couple of wooden wedges in there to get it just right, since it's kind of a funky shape of rock, but this should cut nice and straight. There's no deflection in the blade. All that's left to do is start it and listen to the baby monitor for when it's done. Well, we're done cutting. Let's see how it went. Oh man, I think that is going to be a really, really pretty piece. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, that's going to be really, really gorgeous. I got oil in my hands. That is absolutely gorgeous. I think the next thing that we need to do is I'm going to cut a couple of slabs out of it and get them all cleaned up, get the oil off, and we'll take it over to the bench and look at it over there. So here is the results of, well, kind of an afternoon of cutting. You got two kind of bigger pieces here. I cut some slabs out of it, and, well, there is that big chunk. So a couple of things that I've noticed. You can see right here, this is some of the magnesium oxide that's on the outside of this, and some of it is crumbly, some of it is not. Really, we're going to have to take this over to the water saw and the flat lap to really be able to determine how it's going to polish up. This stuff is kind of hard, you know, it's like a 5.5 to 6 or so, but I think we could do some interesting stuff here. You can see how this rock at some point like sheared, and then it looks like that little line there that got filled in, that just looks like a piece of quartz, but it's cool stuff for sure, and it looks absolutely gorgeous when wet. I mean, I'm not gonna hang out here in the shop at this this temperature with water and wet hands, but probably what I will do is I'm gonna let this stuff sit on my dining room table for the day and look at it and think about what I want to do here. My initial thoughts are to polish this face of it. My kind of I like rocks in their raw form, so this is kind of cool because you have this well, looks like just a black rock, right? So kind of what I'm envisioning is sending this piece back to Matt and have this beautiful pink face polished, so you could kind of have it setting there, and it's like, oh, boring old ugly rock. Pick it up and it's a beautiful polish. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've never tried to put a polish on any magnesium. We'll see if this just comes off or how it performs. So I know this is a little bit of a funky angle, but I'd rather be in my nice warm basement than my ice cold shop right now. But here is that end cut of Rhodonite, and we are going to well, start polishing this face. Got some 80 grit, work our way up through it like you've seen many times before. A couple of things I'm curious about is how is this magnesium oxide going to be, well, grinding down and taking a polish, all of those things. So we'll get that going here. So this is a little bit kind of what I feared. The harder rhodonite, the pink here, here, you can see better there. The pink is taking a nice polish, and the black magnesium is just breaking off. Maybe you can see some of the black in the diamond pad. So, I mean, it'll wash right out, but I don't know about this this piece with these more coarse, crumbly pockets of it. However, some of these slabs here, we have some pieces where you have some pretty stable material. So I think avoiding the outside altogether is probably best. Another option, which I might actually do here, is try to grind some of this away. I'm not fully sure what to do here. I've never worked with this material before, and to be totally honest, we learn here together, right? So let me know what you think about Rhodonite with the magnesium outer bits. It's certainly kind of crumbly, so I'll see what I can't get going with this, I think. So new plan. So we have these slabs, and I cut them a little thick. So I think the plan that I'm going to go with now is to cut a couple of cabs out of this, and we'll take it over to the wheel. There certainly is a difference between the magnesium that's kind of weathered on the outside and these bits that are on the inside. That's very solid. So I think that's the next step. We'll try that and see how it goes. Here's the shapes that I'm going to try to get out of this. I think I can do that. I think they'll look pretty good. We're mostly avoiding the magnesium. There's going to be some on the back side. I have yet to really determine what's going to be the front and the back. But overall, I think I can get a piece for myself and a piece for him, and it should be good. To start, I think I'm going to use the green blade here on the high-tech saw. And definitely while you're at it, when you're done watching this video, go check out high-tech. There is a link down in the description box down below, along with a discount code. Yeah, enjoy. I'm certainly thankful to have this high-tech saw. It does a great job, and most importantly, now that I've had to move some of the tools into the basement for the winter, it doesn't make a very big mess. I think that's something people don't really realize. I mean, I have a video up about comparing tile saws and lapidary equipment, all of that stuff, but just the fact that I can run this in my house and it's relatively quiet, full speed, I can still talk to you, and I'm not exactly yelling, and it doesn't bother my dog, and all of that good stuff, So that said, let's start working on this thing. Get this to focus. There you go. So I did some rough shaping of the ovals, 80 grit, and then I put them on dop sticks. So do maybe a little bit more of the rough shaping to get some doming done. 80 grit. Then we'll start to finish it off. Go through all the grits, 180, on and on and on and on. And I'll share some of that with you along the way. So far, I have high hopes for these. I think they will turn out nicely. Got a little bit of a progress update here. So here it is at 1200 grit. Starting to see some nice progress on them. I think they are coming out nicely. I just have to take it up to 3000 and then cerium oxide, get them off the sticks, and then we can go look at them and call this project a wrap. So far, I'm very, very pleased with how these are coming out. It is always nice to wrap up a project. So let's look at these. I think this is this one came out nicer than the other one. Overall, I mean, they're both pretty good. I think the little one, if we would do these side by side, is probably the nicer of the two. That's just my take on it. Yeah, we're gonna have to be sending some of this back. I'm gonna keep that chunk there and that slab, and I'll take that big guy, and I'm gonna send a couple of slabs and this nice big chunk back to Matt, along with that little cab, and you know, maybe he can do something with this. He could I don't know, have it put in a, I don't know, wrapped or whatever people do with these things, look at it. But I think in general, it could be kind of a cool piece to, you know, set up like a little display type thing, something like that, you know, on a shelf. It can look nice. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you that come by my channel to watch what I'm up to this week. And with that said, I think they're going to call this one a wraps. So thanks, everybody.